Yo, 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 what is up, Karma Nation? Welcome here to another edition of NASCAR Live. We are here live right now with you watching with NASCAR Dave Goat for the Dixie Vodka 400, a not so crazy name as opposed to last week's or Wednesday's Blue Emu Medicine Patch 6000, whatever it was. We are here doing this live every Sunday that there's a Sunday race at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, noon Eastern, so we can answer your last-minute lineup questions, whether you're playing on FanDuel or DraftKings or Monkey Knife Fight or Prize Picks or simply betting on drivers to win or top 20s or anything like that. Ask your questions in chat right now, and then we'll get to them one at a time, and then Dave will answer them right on the stream. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So, if this is your first time watching, first off, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel so you don't miss on any of the other live streams you do, not just for NASCAR, but for also NBA that's coming back in a month and a half, and also, what else? MMA, horse betting, all kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of media under the Car Media Network. So make sure you subscribe to this channel and like this channel as well. If at any point of this stream that we're on right now, while it's live, if our concurrent viewers top 100, then somebody's going to get a free month of MVP, and that's just how many people are watching it at one specific time. So right now, as of course we just got live, we're only up to like 21, but more people are coming as they go, oh yeah, it's 12, NASCAR Live's on. So once that number gets to 100, I'm going to do a giveaway of a free month of MVP, which includes all the core plays and premium stuff for everything premium on dfskarma.com. But this is your first time watching. This is how this podcast works. We start off by talking about his favorite cash and GPP plays for top tier, mid tier, low tier, regarding DraftKings salary. We then go into favorite Monkey Knife Fight play, favorite Prize Picks play, and then, of course, favorite drivers to win, where Dave is like 98% this season on hitting drivers to win. That being said, let's get things started. What kind of race do we have here? The Dixie Vodka, let's say Dixie Cup 400, the Dixie Vodka 400, in terms of strategy.
In terms of strategy, I'm going to throw the Xfinity race on my TV here. It's a 1.5 mile track. Normally this race is like the last race of the season. They changed it this year. Phoenix is now going to be the race for the championship. So it's the first time that Homestead's been run in the heat and all this like they have now in June. This race was supposed to be run during the quarantine, so it's one of the postponed races that's getting made up right now. Looking probably in cash with the way builds are going, about 2 dominators. Got some great place differential plays today. DK did all right with pricing this week, and some players or drivers, some drivers they miss completely. But yeah, I mean, it's your normal 1.5 mile strategy. Hit the dominators, get your place differential, and then you can rotate a couple drivers here and there in your GPPs.
All right, so let's see here. I'm looking at their messages. Just a bunch of people saying Dave Goat. So we're up to 28 concurrent viewers. Like I said, that number that's at 28 right now. Once it gets to 100, we do a free month of MVP. Let's see here. James says, what about a Karma shirt if we get to 50? 50 is less than what we had last time, so we can't do something for... We'll do a free month of MVP and a Karma shirt for 100 then. Let's see. DraftKings and FanDuel cash play, please, Jermaine. Yeah, just keep tuning in. Don't go anywhere, and we're going to get through all that stuff right now. Starting things off with the top tier range. What is your favorite cash play for the top tier?
Yeah, favorite cash play today is going to be Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch, this is one spot I think DK kind of missed a little bit on pricing. I think Kyle Busch should be like one of the top 3 drivers on DraftKings. He's the 6th highest priced driver on DK this week. He's got great track history here. You pull it up, over the last 5 years, he's got 5 races here. He's got 2 wins and hasn't finished outside the top 6 at all. He's also led laps and he's led laps in all 5 races. He's led more than 1 lap in 4 of the 5 races. So Kyle Busch is a safe play. I think he's going to be popular given his price. I think there's going to be a debate on whether you use Truex or Harvick as your second dominator today in cash. So that's going to be where people are going to make their decision. I think they're going to plug and play Kyle Busch. So expect a high own Kyle Busch in cash games. And that's where you should be going.
All right. Sean says, I'm getting married today, Dave, but you bet your butt I'm sneaking out and getting my NASCAR cores in from you. All right. Well, Sean, if that is accurate, then congrats, man. Well, I guess congrats after she says yes to the alternates and doesn't stand you up because that would be awkward.
'Cause
Anyway,
you blew her off for one race. I don't know. I don't know if I do that. I think I might take a break from this week and go.
you're gonna risk it before the Valzer said he's gonna risk it. He's like, screw it, man. I got to get the NASCAR in.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
So let's go to the GPP side of the top tier.
Yeah, GPP. I like Joey Logano today. I think he's one of my favorite GPP plays today. He won here in 2018 to clinch the championship. Then he's kind of almost like Kyle Busch in a sense. Over the last 5 races, hasn't finished outside of the top 6 either. He starts in the outside pole, makes it interesting. I'm kind of when I talked about this in the NASCAR chat when they do the drawing on Thursday, I think it was, about how Denny Hamlin has gotten the pole here for the last 5 races and has led in one of those races. Basically, he struggles here, so I'm going to be kind of underweight depending on how many lineups I make for this race. I'm going to be underweight on Denny Hamlin. I'm going to go a little heavier on Joey Logano. I think Joey ends up getting out front at the beginning of this race, and he's your early dominator. I don't care for him too much on cash, just because I think Harvick, Truex, and Kyle Busch would be more owned, and I'm always more for ownership and floor when it comes to cash games. But I love Joey this week. He's a good option.
All right, we have Jermaine says, is it worth the risk to fade Harvick this week?
No. If you're gonna fade anyone, fade Denny, Hamlin in that top tier.
All right, moving things on to the mid-tier range. Who's your favorite cash play for mid-tier?
Yeah, mid-tier, there's a couple. Maybe look at my final thoughts on the DFS Karma website. You'll see that. But my favorite play, I think my favorite play overall this week, and he's going to be popular because this isn't like only known by a few people, is Tyler Reddick. If you look back over the last 2 Xfinity races here, there's Tyler Reddick's been your championship of the Xfinity series. It's because he dominates Homestead when he was in the Xfinity race or series. He starts 24th. I'm a little disappointed. I really was kind of hoping that DraftKings would make us, have to choose, maybe price him up in the 8K range because he's definitely earned it this year. He's been one of the top, if not the top rookie in the series this season. So I think Tyler Reddick's a great play today. He's got great place differential. He's shown speed. He's shown the capability of getting in the top 10. So I think he's a safe play.
All right, and then before we get to the GPP side of the middle tier, something that I typically bring up here to show you guys, if you guys think that this is just Dave on YouTube every week, and that is the limit of it, that DFS Commercial's YouTube channel, there's a lot more stuff out there, including free content on the website. So right now I'm going to pull it up right here. If you go to dfskarma.com right now, this is the live view of the site, dfskarma.com, you'll see NASCAR Final Thoughts. This particular one right here is for the last
should be up there
for the Hooters 250. Hold on, let me refresh this page here.
I know. I've noticed if you do it on I don't know, you should have it. It's up on my desktop.
Yeah. So it's got the most recent one there. Yeah. So if you go to dfskarma.com right now, you'll see Dave's NASCAR Final Thoughts, which is like a cheat sheet. And it covers all kinds of things in terms of who's cash playable, who's good for GPPs, who has upside, if there's anybody that you should fade completely, anything like that. So before you ask questions, of course, you can ask any questions you want on YouTube, but a lot of the questions you're thinking of are already answered in that cheat sheet, so make sure you check that out first. And he also has a written breakdown on his favorite drivers, which is called Dave's Drivers to Watch. So those 2 things are completely free to view. You just got to go to dfskarma.com. They're right there on the homepage, or go underneath the NASCAR drop-down menu to NASCAR articles. You'll see them there as well. Now, if you want the actual core plays that Dave is plugging in and the rest of Karma Nation's plugging in for GPP's cash on FanDuel and DraftKings, including all of the Monkey Knife Fight and Priceworks prop plays, all of that stuff, everything under the sun, not just for the Cup Series, but for the Xfinity that just started right now, and also for the Truck Series as well. All of that premium stuff is under one package called NASCAR Core Plays and Props. Go to dfskarma.com, click on the subscriptions tab. You'll see NASCAR there as well, and that's also included in the new MVP that we just dropped. So if you want to get the premium stuff, you have 2 hours left to sign up for it, and you'll get immediate access. As soon as you sign up for it, you'll have access to it. Just make sure you don't sign up for it after lock, because then it become pointless for this race today. But moving on to GPP mid-tier, who are you looking at?
Yep. So mid-tier GPP, there's a couple options here. I like Matt Kenseth today as a GPP option. I think he's finally starting to maybe turn the table here with this 42 team. It's better, obviously after the Larson stuff that happened over the break, Kenseth took over this ride, and without practice and limited team exposure, it's going to take a little bit for Kenseth to warm up to this team and get everything flowing smoothly. But I think Kenseth, they're making progress, and I think this is definitely a great track for Kenseth to maybe see a top 10 today. He's got great track history, starts 20th, so he's got some place differential upside, and I think Kenseth's a decent option to look at in your tournaments.
James just says no coughing, signs of the corona. Let's see.
No, it's allergies. I've taken allergy medicine the past week. My eyes, nose.
How many people that were actually diagnosed thought it was allergies, though?
Yeah.
You never know.
Well, it is allergies, trust me.
Joe on YouTube says, thoughts on Kurtz? He's been fast at 1.5 mile tracks. Didn't we just cover him?
Sorry, say that again. I'm watching the Xfinity race, and why is Allgaier don't going down pit road? Anyways.
Joe was asking your thoughts on Kurt. He's been fast at 1.5 mile tracks.
Kurt is fine for tournaments. I don't mind him. Just not one of my favorite plays today.
All right. Jermaine says, can you stack 3 dominators in your lineup for today's slate?
Depends who you classify as a dominator.
All right. OS says, do you have no love for Brad K today?
It's not that I don't love Brad K. I like other people around him that are, there's better plays for me today than Brad Keselowski.
All right, let's move on to the low tier, the cheapo range. Who's your favorite cash play?
Mm-hmm. Cash play is Eric Almirola.
Hey, UCF, go. Okay, continue.
Whatever. Anyways, I think it was the past 3-4 races. He started second because he was top 12 in owners'
Wait, what's his salary at today?
6,300.
Isn't that the lowest he's ever been?
Well, this is my point. His DraftKings kind of, I don't know. I'm sure there's an algorithm, but then it's like, he really had over the last 3 or 4 weeks, he hasn't had any upside because he started second, and there's no way he's going to lead laps. So he's always kind of faded back. So his fantasy point total is really low over the past 3 or 4 races, and that probably figures into their algorithm, and hence the reason why he's so cheap.
Cash lock.
Yeah, but he starts 21st because he fell out of the top 12 in owners points on Wednesday with a battery issue at Martinsville. And so he's got speed. I mean, he's got top 15 upside, top 10 upside, possibly. And so he's a safe, solid cash play today.
All right, moving on to the GPP side of the cheapos. Mm-hmm. Is it something mispriced salary again, or is it just someone who's just in a good spot?
No, it's someone who's in a good spot, and I like him today. It's Austin Dillon. Austin Dillon's done really good here and has great track history. He's got I kind of mentioned this in final thoughts, but he's got the baby narrative going on. They just had a baby this week, and so
wait, but you think that's a positive narrative and not just an overstressed, this baby won't go to sleep narrative?
I'm sure Whitney's taking care of the baby while he's getting ready for the race. I'm sure they've got it all worked out. But over the last 2 races here, he's got an 8th place finish and 11th place finish. Starts 16th. Austin Dillon's been impressive. Him and Stenhouse have really impressed me this year, and how they're finishing races. So I definitely like Austin Dillon in my tournaments today, and I'll probably have some decent exposure to him too.
James says I have Kyle, MTJ, Harvick for my 3 doms.
Yeah, I don't see why you have to do that. I'd pick one of the 2. I'd pick 2 out of the 3. Sorry.
He also says, are we bringing back the Autolock saying? Well, I don't know. Would you consider Almirola at 6,300 an Autolock for cash?
I don't know if he's an Autolock. I mean, there should be certain people that'll. It depends on how you do your build, but there's a couple guys in this range that are cash playable. I'm not going to list everyone in cash on my final thoughts because I'll basically give away my cash lineup.
Yeah.
But
Jermaine says, who's a cheap pump play you can use on both sides? So we just covered DraftKings here, but if you're going to use, I guess, a GPP,
don't go anyone lower than 5K on FanDuel. You don't have to do that. The FanDuel pricing's soft. It's always soft, and that's why I don't care for FanDuel as much because there's so many ties because it's so easy to make a lineup over there. That's why I concentrate and focus all my content and information towards DraftKings because it's more of a the way I look at it is anyone can play FanDuel. And DraftKings, you actually have to think about how you're gonna build your lineup and the advantages and disadvantages to certain builds. Man, Briscoe's fast.
Do you have a Monkey Knife Fight pulled up right now?
I do.
All right,
And
so
does Monkey Knife Fight still have the Xfinity race on? Let's see. Oh, they do. If anyone wants an Xfinity thing while this is going on right now,
12:30 lock, it says.
Yeah, and the race is going on at this moment.
Perfect.
So let's look at Xfinity real quick, and here we go. Let's do a more or less 2 or 3. We're gonna go more on Chase Briscoe because he's about ready to take the lead and lead a bunch of laps, and then we'll go less and less on Harrison Burton for the 2 or 3 because that's just what you do. Submit. It let me play it. All right.
Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta find this. The rapid fire? No.
No, it's a 2 or 3. I do cash plays
Where
on
is it
MPL.
at? I don't see the 2.
Oh,
I'm not seeing it. Oh, there we go. I found it. So
30.
you're saying over Chase, under the other 2?
Over Chase Briscoe, under the other 2, just because it's NASCAR and you always take the less when you have guys who are finished first or second or third and 2 or 3.
All right, so if you do not have a Monkey Knife Fight .online account yet, first off, shame on you.
11 minutes to get.
But yeah, so this race started 19 minutes ago, but they have the lock on site at 12:30 p.m. Eastern time, so you can actually plug this in right now, even though the race is going on right now. Go to monkeyknifefight.online, create a free account ASAP, deposit ASAP with promo code Karma, plug in this 2 out of 3. It's a 1.5x multiplier. So let me see, what's the cap? What's the most you can plug on this
50.
one? 50.
50.
So you can turn 50 into a $75 profit.
You can do the 3 or 4 with a less than Harrison Burton too. I'm fine with that as well.
Yeah. So this race is going on right now. But that being said, let's go to
funny.
the.
I didn't even think about that, and I'm like, oh, pulling up Monkey Knife. Oh, well, let's see, Xfinity's there. That's crazy because it's already going.
All right, but now going to the actual Cup Series one, you are going to do the 3-4 rapid fire again?
I don't know. I gotta look at him first.
Dave. All right, let me know.
Let's go to the more or less 3 or 4.
Yep.
Just because these numbers are so high, and this is not one of the tracks that you're going to see multiple dominators really lots of laps. There's only, I think, 260 something laps or something like that. I gotta look. There's too many races this weekend. I'm getting all my laps confused.
All right, who we going here?
Okay, go less on all of them. I know someone's gonna make it, so don't use this as a basis to go, oh, I'll do the 4 or 4. I'm doing the 3 or 4. So because I know one of these guys is probably going over, I'm not gonna guess which one's gonna go over because I think it could be Harvick or Truex, or Kyle Busch. It could be one of them, but not all of them are going to go over, So, and then less on Joey Logano as well. But just do that. It's just a safe play. Those numbers are all too high. They all have to finish in the top 3, which won't happen because there's 4 of them, or they have to lead laps, which the odds basically tell you, hey, hit the less on all of them.
All right, so yeah, Monkey Knife Fight .online. Use promo code Karma if you have not deposited yet to get that $50 bonus on top of whatever you do deposit. And then right here, these 4 and this 3 out of 4, which means only 3 of them have to hit. If any one of these drivers go over their number, then you still win, as long as it's just one of them that do that. But yeah, $50 into $125, easy peasy lemon squeezy. And if you want all of the Monkey Knife Fight plays for Xfinity and anything else Monkey Knife Fight throws at us, NASCAR and other sports-wise, make sure you subscribe to the premium content by going to dfskarma.com, clicking on subscriptions, and then signing up for either NASCAR core plays and props or MVP if you want the premium stuff for the other sports as well. Now, let's head over to Prize Picks. So same thing with Prize Picks. It works in the same similar format. They give you fantasy points. You have to go over under on, except for they don't say, here's the 4 people, pick your over under. You can kind of mix and match which drivers you want in a 2-pick, 3-pick, 4-pick, and also you can throw in athletes from other sports as well. So if Sam says this is the PGA lock of today for the 4th round of the Charles Schwab Challenge, which I don't know if that's kicked off yet or not. I think it already has, but there's still people who haven't teed off yet. You can throw that in there. You can mix and match all these things. So Priceworks.online, use promo code KARMA. It's up to $1,000 deposit bonus. Pulling it up right now.
Cindric's, of course, leading.
Who you liking?
Anyways, I like Eric Almirola over 25, Clint Boyer over 28.5, and Joey Logano over 33.5.
Joey. So over all 3 of them?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And we're going to do the flex play per usual.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Joey Logano is right now at 33.5, Clint Boyer 28.5, and Eric Almirola 25, and that's over in all 3 of those. Now, you see over here to the right, as I always say, there's a power play option, which all 3 of them have to hit, and you can turn 200 into 1,000 here. Or if you do the safer one, if just one of them miss, you still get a 1.25x profit there. And so we always like to lock in the profit because in racing, anything can happen.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you have any questions about how to sign up for these sites or anything at all regarding Monkey Knife Fight or Prize Picks, just hit Dave up in the NASCAR chat, the free channel, even if you don't have the premium stuff, and he'll help you get squared away. But let's see if we have what other questions popped in here. OS says, what about Alex the Showman Bowman?
I don't have a lot of him. If I'm gonna have any of them, but it'll be only tournaments on today.
Tournaments only. Let's see. Chris said, what happened to Gregson and Allmendinger?
Okay, so Gregson had an unimproved adjustment. He's already up to 10th place today, but he scored from the 13th spot, so that's why he had to move to the back. AJ is in the 16 car. The starting order for this race was determined by yesterday's Xfinity race, and then inverted the top 15. The 16 car didn't run yesterday, so he has to get in by points, I think it is. So that's why he started 38th.
I think Aaron's trying to plug another Xfinity race on Monkey Knife Fight. He wants to know if you go
Don't go crazy. I mean,
Gregson under.
Cindric just took the lead, so it kind of killed the Briscoe upside there. But Briscoe he was started 9th, and I looked up and he's in 2nd already. So that's why I was like, oh wow, Briscoe's really fast. But now Cindric's leading, so welcome to NASCAR for you.
Chris says, well, Chris, I think we actually already answered this one. Yeah, do you like Joey Logano for GPP's DK this week? Yeah, Chris, so in the beginning part of the portion when we talk about the high-tier GPPs, Joey Logano was the play for that, which reminds me that this stream is replayable. As soon as this ends, which we have still a few hours left to lock, as soon as the stream ends, that's replayable. So if you caught it in like right now or right the Monkey Knife Fight part, the Priceworks part, you want to get all the DFS juicy DraftKings details, just wait till it ends, and you can rewind, fast forward, all that stuff. But let's go to the betting side of things as well. If you have any questions, guys, get them in. You got a few more seconds left. Get those questions in across any spectrum of NASCAR in regard to Prize Picks, Monkey Knife Fight, DraftKings, FanDuel, and we'll answer them. But moving on to the last portion, the bets. Who is the guy without any barrier of outside top 5 that you believe is going to win this race today?
Mm-hmm. I'll pull it up. I have it pulled up already. So, okay. So, I'd say Truex, 4.5 to 1.
How confident are you in that? It's very casually said.
Yeah, that's just like a normal. It's not like one of my. I have to tell you, I'm playing him. I need him. He's going to win. I just got a feeling about Truex today.
All right, so if Truex is your favorite play, 4.5 is not too bad. So who is your favorite craziest odds play? Well, I guess fine. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, outside the top 5 would be Joey Logano at 9 to 1.
Okay, and then the most far-fetched possible win.
If you got it earlier this week, it was better. But Tyler Reddick, 25 to 1.
What was it earlier this week?
It was like 40 to 1, I think.
Holy moly! So you had a 25 to 1, a 9 to 1, and then his favorite overall without any barriers on who he can pick, 4.5 to 1, MTJ. Let's see. It looks like pretty much wrapped up the questions there. So, like I said, the streams are playable. You can watch it a million times over. You can ask any questions. So if you are not in our Discord yet, we have a free NASCAR channel that all of Carbonation can just toss ideas back and forth across the entire Cup Series, Xfinity, trucks. So if you are not in there yet, shoot us a DM on Twitter or send us an email at support at dfskarma.com. And if you can show us a screenshot that you're subscribed to this YouTube channel you're watching right now, and shoot a DM to Twitter or an email to support at dfskarma.com, we'll get you in the NASCAR channel for free in the Discord. The last question here before we officially wrap things up, Alon, if I'm saying your name incorrectly, apologize. Wallace or McDowell? Help, LOL. Wallace or McDowell, who do you like?
Wallace or McDowell? McDowell.
All right. So I was gonna say like if it was cash or GPP or anything, but I guess just overall, McDowell. All right. So make sure you guys are subscribed to this channel. We did not hit the 100 concurrent viewers to give away the free month of MVP and the free DFS Karma shirt as seen here. But make sure you click the thumbs up on this particular live stream, on the Dixie 400 live stream. Click the thumbs up. If that gets to 100, we'll still do another MVP giveaway. But we appreciate everybody tuning in. We'll see you here for the next NASCAR Live. Dave, look at him. Look at the excitement on his face right now. He's so pumped.
Oh, I'm just glad I'm almost done with this weekend. It's been a long weekend.
Yeah.
Four races in 2 days, so.
All right, but yeah, any follow-up questions, just ask Dave in the NASCAR channels, and we'll in our Discord, we'll answer them accordingly. But appreciate everybody tuning in, and we'll see you next time.